Alright, my name is Fluffy. Nah, but this is my LS. It's a Gen 4 with the iron block. It came out of an airport truck. That's why it's got this. But yeah, it's going in my 91 S10 right here. I got a 4L80E behind the motor. But yeah, this is gonna be like a really big series. A majority of it's gonna be time lapse, but I'm gonna, like, if I run into an issue that other people might have or something, I'll probably cut the time lapse and like record a regular video showing how I can bypass that or fix the issue. But yeah, this is just gonna be a really big build series. You'll probably see my dad in the background a lot of these videos. He's gonna be helping me. But yeah, right now I'm in here by myself. I'm gonna take this intake tube off. I'm gonna probably pull the harness too. They cut it. I got this motor and the 4L80E for $1,000. It's going in my $1,200 S10. It's a 4.3 liter V6 S10. I pulled the motor out of it because the block was cracked, and I bought this truck for the sole purpose of LS swapping it. But yeah, I'm just gonna cut to the time lapse now. Alright, so I forgot to mention, a lot of this is gonna be voiced over too, just so I can explain what I'm doing. Right here, I'm taking my my intake tube off. I don't even know what it's called. I'm not gonna sit here and try and remember, but yeah, I'm just removing the intake tube. I'm loosening up some connections on the harness. I'm not gonna get it all the way off in this clip. And the next clip, my dad will be out there and he'll help me, which is right here. Yeah, so he's gonna start helping me take the intake tube, or not the intake tube. He's gonna start helping me take the harness off, and we're gonna remove the harness. I think we removed the fan. Yeah, we removed the fan in this clip. And then we're just gonna start removing like other little stuff to get it ready to kind of drop into the motor. I think we take exhaust manifolds off. We do quite a few stuff. Here, eventually, we're gonna get it back up, and I think, yeah, we lined it up with the motor. So now it's in front of the motor. Here, I'm removing the old engine mounts, and I'm gonna be putting the new ones on. So this is just me taking the old engine mounts off. Okay, so after I get these off, we're gonna go kind of towards the back of my truck, which we do right here. Yeah, so right now we're looking at instructions on the new engine mounts. Here, my dad is gonna be doing most of this because I'm taping my wiring harness up to the windshield so it's out of the way. He's kind of figuring out the engine mounts, and after I tape the harness, I come back. You'll see me in the background a little bit, but he's figuring this out, and after he gets it kind of situated, I'm gonna put them on to the motor, and yeah. Okay, so not in this clip, but the next clip, you're gonna see me start pulling stuff off. This is just to get to the motor mounts. After this clip, I cut the time lapse for a second to kind of explain what I'm doing, and so I'll just let you watch the time lapse. Alright, so I'm gonna cut the time lapse real quick. I'm just showing y'all what I'm doing. So these motor mounts on S10s, I got this one out just without pulling anything off, but the last clip you just seen of me, I was pulling the wheels off. I'm trying to pretty much pull the shock and spring out, because I don't know if you can see it, but that hole right there, up in there is the two bolts for the bottom, these bottom two, and then this top one, it's like up in there, like up in the spring. So I'm pulling the spring out, which is, it's kind of like going all the way around your ass to get to your elbow, bruh, but it's gonna like make it a lot easier, I think, to just get to it. I'll probably paint the cross member and frame while I'm doing that. But yeah, you also saw me and my dad put in these are the new motor mounts for the LS. You saw us putting these together. But yeah, I'm gonna just go back to the time lapse. I just thought I'd say what I was doing, pulling these motor mounts, but I have to pull everything off to get to them. So yeah. All right, so I forgot to mention, but I hear a lot of people who say they have to cut the frame to get to those lower bolts. I didn't really go into this in that last clip, but if you pull the lower A-arms, you can access those two bottom bolts like wide open. It's super easy. So just thought I would put that out there to maybe help some of y'all on your LS swaps. I don't know if anyone's going to watch this, or, you know, I'm just here to help, I guess. So, yeah. Okay, so after about 30 minutes to an hour, we got those motor mounts out. I flat blacked it. I flat blacked it so it looks clean, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna put the new motor mounts in, and then I think I'm gonna start trying to do stuff with that. Okay, so this clip is pretty self-explanatory. I'm just putting the new motor mounts in, and so when I get these on, actually no, I'm not putting the motor mounts in. I'm actually putting the motor mounts, but on the engine. In a little bit, I'll be putting the motor mounts in the truck, and then I'll start to test fit stuff. So yeah, back to the time lapse. Okay, so in this clip, we're going to be removing the lower A-arms and putting the motor mounts in. The lower A-arms aren't out yet, and we were trying to pull the motor mounts without removing those A-arms, but it's damn near impossible. So, like I said, you don't have to cut the frame. You just have to take those lower A-arms out. You'll see us start to do it here in a minute. So yeah, back to the time lapse. Okay, so in this clip, we're going to start test fitting. This clip really isn't that long. It didn't take us that long to kind of drop it in there. It's not perfect. It's hitting the firewall in some spots, but we're going to do some firewall modifications probably off camera. Just simple stuff. And yeah, this is kind of towards the end of the video, so I'm just going to end the thing. All right, this is going to be the end of the video. I got me and my dad, we got it not permanently mounted in. We actually don't even have the motor mount bolts in yet, but we were just like seeing what would clear, what wouldn't clear. We have problems with the firewall. Steering column is going to be a problem, and we haven't even paired the transmission to it yet. So these will probably be in the next video. I'll probably do some stuff off camera, but this is what it looks like right now. But yeah, have a good one, y'all.